Hey, second grade teachers, coming to you one last time for the school year, and I'm just talking to you all. I have no videos, I'm teaching videos for you guys this week, but wanted to talk to you a little bit about the math and action activities that are in that last week of our curriculum guide. One is about cutting cakes into fractions, and the other one is like odd and even, arrays, skip counting, all of that fun. I will be including two different documents, one for each math and action, that kind of walk you through each day's lessons. So based on what your students need, you can pick the best math and action to put into practice in your classroom. With that, you will see that it's really all this previous knowledge that you are presenting to kids in just a little different way than maybe you have been throughout the year. This is an opportunity for kids to solve, kind of put this stuff into real world contexts. And it's also an opportunity for them to work in small groups or in partnerships and then have an opportunity to kind of present to the class what their findings are. You're still going to want to confer with students. You're still going to want to question. You're still going to want to assess, and you're still going to want to keep pushing your students to that next level at this time of the year. But you're going to might set it up just a little bit different way. And so the two documents that you're going to find on the Canvas page are going to show you those ways to do that. A couple of things that you want to make sure you keep in mind. It is the end of the year. I don't know about you guys, but I feel like our students are getting really antsy and excited for summer and for third grade. And so this is a great opportunity to keep them engaged in a little different way. But with that and with our partnerships and small groups, I just want to give that gentle reminder. You all know this, but I think sometimes we tend to forget it when we're in the thick of it. But as you're presenting these tasks to your students, you're going to want to make sure that there's a clear expectation for each day, that they know what they're being asked to do, what they need to be completing each day, what that looks like, what that sounds like, and really structure that when you start putting it into practice in your classroom. Because the more structure you have, the more success they're going to have in this activity. So just kind of keep that in mind, that you want to have those clear directions and those clear expectations. But I really think your kids are going to enjoy it. We just put into practice the cookie math and action last week in my classroom. And I did a whole group. I wish I would have done it in partnerships or in small groups. The kids loved it. It was a challenge for kids that needed to be challenged. And I could scaffold for my students that needed that scaffolding. So keep that in mind. You might want to look ahead, do the math, think that through so that you really know what your kids might do and what those challenges might end up being and how to structure that the best way possible for them. But it was amazing to see the thinking that came out and all that previous knowledge that they've been doing throughout the year really put into practice. So I will say that it was super engaging for all kids, but I really had to make sure that I was structuring it differently depending on the student that was solving the problem. So while I did a whole group, I definitely would have done it. If I could do it again, I would do it in partnerships or small groups. So when I do my math and actions next week, we will be choosing the one that they need the most support with. And I might even divide up my groups and see who needs support with what. And I might actually do both math and actions, but group them differently. So that's why I don't have videos for you guys this week. This is really what you need for your classroom, and you're going to be structuring it the best way possible. I will say, just as like a little tidbit, I don't know how your virtual kiddos are doing. Ours are getting tired. They're checking out. And so anyway, this is just that little gentle reminder too. Just based on what I'm noticing this week, they are going to need a little bit more push, a little bit more engagement. You guys might be doing a much better job with that than I am right now, but I know that we're checking in more and more with our virtual students and changing things up a little bit to keep them engaged. So I know that you all are anxious for summer. We're getting to the end. It's in sight. And so I'm excited to come to you one last time. But, oh man, it's the end of the year. So I hope you all have a fantastic end of the year. I hope that this is a great kind of little bow on our gift of a great school year. And I hope you all have a fantastic summer. See you soon.